Top of the morning to you. It's a fine, very windy and cold day here in Silver Spring, Maryland, 4:11 a.m. And I thought I'd sit down and show you all how to make the face of a cat. Before we always start, we always look at the clay and see if we can pick something out, a face or something, some object or something in there. Just looking at the clay, I haven't been able to find much of anything. And just before I started, I noticed that there's a bit of a alien face here. Here are the eyes, and the jaw, and the mouth. Kind of an evil-looking creature, this one. Anyways, so I'm not going to try to save it, but I'm going to go ahead and just pinch off the clay I need in the back. But I'm going to try to maybe save some of that alien face, and we'll just set that aside here after I get a little bit more clay. I'm kind of running low on clay here at my shop. I'm gonna show you how to make the face of a cat, and this is how we do it. You start off with a ball, okay? You can squeeze it to the shape of a ball by doing this with one hand, or you can roll it between the palms of your hands, roll the clay to create a more smooth type ball like this one here. Now, what I would like to try to do, which is a good practice, is to just look at the clay and see if I can see the shape of a cat's face, at least somewhat there. It might be kind of hard to do if you've never done that before, but you can maybe just try. And I see this as a good orientation to get started with. And to start, I need to make an indentation for the eyes and the bridge of the nose of this cat. So there we are. I just did that by just pressing the clay in towards the back, and that would give us the indentation of the eyes. It would also give us the beginning of the nose. Now, on the video, you'll notice that I try to provide you with the things that I think you're going to need. So just follow that list to get what you need to do this project. Okay, next would be to take a small bit of clay to extend the nose and bring it out a little bit. And just put it on there like this. And using your thumbs, just blend it in to extend the nose there a little bit. And then we're going to have to make the I guess you could call them either the cheeks or the jowls, depending on how you look at it. I don't know much about anatomy, so I'll just go ahead and start. The whisker area would be another way of putting it. So I'll put a little ball there that I flattened out a little bit. There, just to the left and right of the nose. And you can see he's already starting to come around. And then I'll blend that in to the rest of the face with my thumbs. You can also use your fingers, of course. Okay. And then now I will take one of my wood sculpting tools, and this is the one you all know I use all the time. And I'm going to just tool in some definition around the nose. Like that. And then down the center of the mustache area. Okay. Now there's a couple ways to do the eyes. One way is to just make a slight indentation like this to make his eyes look closed. And that would be the easy way out for you. Then he would look like his eyes are closed. Another way to do it is to actually make eye sockets with the back end of the tool, like this, and like this. So they're the eye sockets. And the next part would be to make eyeballs. So I'll take a little bit of clay, very small ball. I'll create a little ball by rolling it between my fingers like that. If it's too big, you should snip a little bit off with your thumbnail or something like that, and try again. Okay. Get another one here for the other eye. There we are. Okay, and then we would need the eyelids, and that would be a little noodle. So roll it like this way, around and around to make the ball, and then roll it to and fro between your fingers to make the noodle shape like that. And you can put that over top. Oops, you got something on there. Okay, well, I can clean that up in a minute. And then just pinch off what you don't need and blend that into the top of the eye, or of the forehead. And then do another for the other eye. And you can always pause the video if you want to try to work with it, because it's going to be harder for you, more than likely, than it is for me. There we go. Now, you know, cat eyes are a little bit different than human eyes, in that they have a pupil that is a little bit different shaped. And what you can do is you can do this before the eyelids or after. It's probably best to do it before, but you just make a little indentation like that for the eyeballs. That's your pupil, the pupils of the eye for the cat. Okay. The next step is just to do a little forming in. If you have a cat, you just look at your cat, and you can use your cat as a model. If you don't have a cat, you can look at pictures of cats, and you can find them online sometimes. Just look at other pictures of cats, and you can just keep smoothing with your fingers, because there's no need for tools at this point. Now we're going to make the lower jaw here. Like that. It's a really chilly morning, boy, I'll tell you what. And I'm going to my studio early, probably before light. But I thought I'd leave it about 5:30, and it's going to be really cold. I'm going to have my doggie with me, of course. Lucy goes everywhere I go. So that just creates the lower jaw there like that. So Lucy will keep me warm, I'm sure. Between the two of us and the heater in the car, I'm hoping that we'll be able to stay warm and comfy, cozy on the way out there. Okay, next we're going to make the ears. And to do that, we just take a piece of clay and form a little ball, flatten it down a little bit, like that, and then pinch it to make a point, like that, and just apply it to the head like that, and you can blend it in with your fingers. and then make another one like that as well. You can see this is very simple. I mean, it may not be for you at first, but once you practice a little bit, you'll get really good at it, guaranteed. So just try it, do it, and maybe spend some time doing other things, and then come back to it if you're frustrated. You just take a break, but take a break doing other sculptural pieces. Don't take a break and just stop sculpting, because you'll never get better. And then when you feel like it, come back to your cat. And I'm using the tool now to just sculpt in where I can't reach with my fingers. And also maybe to carve out the inner part of the ear. Like that. Same thing with the other side. It's really fun. And what you could do is, if you have a pencil or a pen that doesn't have a button on the end, you could poke a hole up through the bottom here and put it on and mount it on a pen or pencil for you to decorate your pen or pencil. There's all kinds of things you can do with these things. I bet you can come up with some ideas of your own. Now let you do that. There he is, man. That's about it. Now what you can do also is you could take a sharper object, like maybe a pen, and just draw in whiskers if you want. You don't have to draw in whiskers, because he looks like a cat on its own, but you could just go like this. Just to kind of create the idea of whiskers. Like that. And then you can also add some detail to the bottom of the jaw here. You might like him to be smiling, so you could bring this out like this and just give him a little turn of his the corner of his mouth to make him look like he's smiling. So it's really a lot of fun. And then when you're all done with him and you've done your sculpting portion, you want to smooth him out and make it look nicer, you can take a wet paintbrush. You'll see on the source list the things that you need is paintbrushes and water, and you just smooth it out. Just go around and paint it. Now, one thing I'll warn you about is the eyes. Be careful around the eyes, because it's going to be real easy to mess them up with the paintbrush. And then when you want to rest or take a break, all you have to do is wrap it in plastic, because it's water-based clay. It's air dries, and yeah, so you won't have to worry about it drying out on you until you're finished. And then when you're all done and it's dried for a day or so, maybe 2 days, you can paint it. You can paint them all different kinds of colors or whatever you like. Make them look like your cat or your friend's cat. This would be a great little gift to give to somebody, or just to keep for yourself. So there you go. That's how you make a cat face. This is our doodling in clay series that I just started. The first one I did was a pig. And the pig, by the way, is right here. Let me grab him. This is the pig that I made, I think it was yesterday. He's pretty cool too. So it's a fun little series we're doing. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of different faces. Please subscribe to my channel and visit my website and see the other artworks I do and that are for sale also. JacobFolger.com is the domain name. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Hi, Mr. Pig, how are you? I'm fine, Mr. Cat, how are you? Hey, we should tell those people to sculpt more little faces with the Doodling with Jacob series. watch, subscribe. Yay! Kiss, 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 kiss. Alright, y'all. Peace out.